Hello. As I have conducted an interview with people I found on the street, so I was asking them about some question about U.S. politics. The first question was about the branches of U.S. government. The second question was mentioning the function of those branches. The third question was asking, apart from Democratic and Republican Party, which is the third party in the United States of America. So the last question was asking about how the bill becomes a law in the United States. So let us take a time to listen to the interviews and how they respond to those questions. Hello, how's the day?
Good.
Okay. My name is Damascene Government. I'm a student in a Bachelor of Arts in program with College for America at Southern New Hampshire. And I'm conducting the interview as a part of my academic work. With your consent, I will record this interview and use the information in a video I'm working on for contributing to the society. The interview will be used to create a video and submitted to College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. The interviewing information will be temporarily stored in CFA in College for America online evaluation system, to which only the evaluators and College for America staff will have an access. Do you have any question? Okay. Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
Yeah.
Okay. Read this statement above below.
I, James Mwana, give my informed consent to participate in this interview to be recorded and used as part of the student's academic work.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I, Pierre, give my informed consent to participate in this interview to be recorded and used as part of student academic work.
Okay, thank you for your time. So here I have some questions I'm going to ask you about U.S. politics. So could I start on James? What are the main branches of U.S. government?
I think the branches are legislative,
Okay.
executive.
Okay.
I know those two.
Those two. Could you go on?
The branch of the United States government include legislative branch and the executive branch.
Okay. So I have seen that you have a clue about the main branch of U.S. government. Anyway, do you know the function of those branches?
Yeah, legislative, I think it is the one that makes laws.
Yeah.
And then the executive is the one that implements the laws.
Okay, the implementation
Yeah.
concerning the executive branch. Okay, what about, should you know some function of the mentioned branches?
The main function that I can recall is about legislative branch, which makes law. They makes law, and then about the executive, they just enforce those laws made by the legislative branch.
Okay, thank you. We shall go on. So apart from Democratic and Republican, which is a third party in USA? You know, James?
For me, I don't know it.
You don't know? Okay. Pierre,
Honest,
could you?
to be honest, I don't know the five branches of the US government.
You don't know too. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to ask you, do you know how the bill becomes a law in US?
Yeah, I think it passes through the senators or the parliament, and then they agree on it, and it is before it is agreed as a law, the president has to approve it or to sign on it in order to become a law and it start operating.
Okay. Isn't there any vote or a debate that involves when making a bill become law?
I think it is all done in the parliament. After it is agreed on, the president has to approve it and it operates as a law.
Okay, thank you. Fellow, any support about how a bill should become a law?
So it's a long process, in which bill becomes a law. But what I can call is President is the last person to say this should be a law or this should. President has the right to veto or to say this should not be a law. So he can sign or he can decline.
Refuse.
Yeah, he can refuse.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time having together with me, taking this video interview. I'm really grateful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. About the main branches of U.S. government, there are legislative branch, there is executive branch, and the last one is judicial branch. The function of legislative branch is making laws for government to implement. So it is composed by Senate and Congressmen who sit together and see the appropriate and important law to be implemented in the government. The second is executive branch. Executive branch is composed of president, cabinet, and vice president. So this branch, the main function of this branch is to implement the law, or to make sure that the citizens are in control of laws, and the government have done its job for making the country moving forward. So the last branch of U.S. government is judicial branch. Judicial branch is composed of the courts. So its main function is to provide the justice to the innocent people, as well as to protect the laws. Let us see how the story of political parties. In the United States, there have been two parties which was Republican and Democrat. In the beginning, after the independence of America, there were no parties. In the election of the first president, George Washington, he did not belong to any party. But after soon, there have been a Federalist Party and the Anti-Federalist Party, which was Democratic and Republican Party. So in the years of 1924, there was an end of Federalist and Anti-Federalist, where Democratic and the Republican has become two main important parties in the United States. After like 4 decades, there has been some other parties which were minor parties. There has an influence in the government and on political elections, because they were mainly composed of some people who were fighting for their rights and civil rights. So it was appearing that they have a great impact in the presidential elections, because sometimes some party like Republican lose the election, because there are some voters who were voting for those minor parties. In the years of like 1980, there was an advent of a party called the Libertarian. Libertarian was a party that was fighting for civil rights, that was fighting for abolition of welfare of United States citizens, as well as laissez-faire capitalism. So this is what I can call as a third party in the United States, because it is the minor party which seems to be strong apart from Republican and Democratic parties. So let us see how the bill becomes a law in the United States. Actually, a bill is like a drafting that's sent to government asking a given bill to be a law. So actually, any person can introduce or send a draft to a bill to be a law. But a member of Congress or Senate can introduce the law. So if someone have drafted a bill and the Congress have introduced it, it is sent to a committee. A committee is a group of people which are in charge of seeing if a bill is appropriate or not. So if a committee have learned about a bill, it is sent to subcommittee. And so if some committee does not acknowledge the bill, exactly the bill is dead. If it does not, and if it is acknowledged, it's sent back to a committee, and the committee and subcommittee sit together for a vote. After voting, if the bill have 51%, it is passed to Senate and House to be debated. In a debate, they evaluate the bill to see if it is going to be crucial to US citizens, and they vote. If 51% is voted for the bill is sent to the president of the state, the president of America. If the president is not replying in 10 days, the bill exactly become a law. If the president refused the bill is revoted until 2/3 vote for the bill. If 2/3 means that 70% vote for the bill, it immediately become a law. Thank you for your kind attention.